Na 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 na. Hmm, 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 hmm. Greetings and good afternoon from the Second Age of Reason. We are here to talk about something that has been talked about much of recent, the flotilla incident and the Rachel Corrie ship diversion. And so there's probably not much I could say that is any new about that, but I just want to bring up a few things that to put things in perspective about things. So when a ship is taken over by force and arms, we call it piracy. When a ship is diverted from its course, is called hijacking. When a ship is when the passengers are taken to a different destination, it is called kidnapping. When passengers are killed, it's called murder. When the cargo is diverted from its intended destination, it's called theft. Now, these things all are not good, and so it makes you wonder about a country that seems to be saying that they are grounded in a thing called the Torah, the law, because those things are not really good. So that's something I want to bring up. The other is the oppression of Gaza, that these people are under siege and kept in a small area, and many things are forbidden to them, and that has caused hardships. The aspect of it I want to bring up is that what is forbidden to them, some things are obvious, such as weapons and that, although as Americans view it as their God-given right to self-defense, to keep their arms, why wouldn't they Palestinians have a similar thing, or the Israelis as well? The other thing is the other contraband items include things such as chocolates, medicines, plastics, cement, wood, like building materials, seeds, livestock, clothing, notebooks, pens and pencils, that sort of thing. Spices were also contraband, but recently they eased it up a little bit. They allowed juices, they allowed candies, snacks, and spices. But there's still a lot of things that are considered taboo there. So it causes a great deal of hardship for those people. The other aspect that I think is probably going a little over on that is they're being given a collective punishment for what is perceived as having their rulers being so-called terrorists. Now, both sides have differences. One says that Israel should not exist, or one says Hamas should not exist. That's something that has to be worked on. Also, Israel says that Hamas refuses to renounce violence. Now, it seems to me that governments, by their very nature, are violent. They coerce people to obey their laws, to pay their taxes, to do what they are told, to be obedient. And that's the very nature of government. Governments all have armies and defense, some offense. And so I could see where Hamas would say no, because they're the government in their area, and the government always wants to have the ability to defend its population. So I would think that you couldn't expect Hamas to renounce violence unless you could expect Israel to renounce violence, or the United States to renounce violence, or any country for that matter. None of them will. It's just not the nature of nations. That's what laws and governments are, is codified violence. So, Now, there's a lot of hardship going on there, and finally, Egypt has agreed to open up their border a little bit to allow some relief in, and good for Egypt. Some solution has to be found. Guns kill quickly, but sieges kill in slow motion. Still the same thing. And so this siege is going on. And what is the goal of it? What is supposed to happen? One has to wonder. People are kept in there as if they're in some sort of ghetto or in some sort of prison camp. And you have to wonder if there might be a final solution, which is not a good idea at all. But you have to come to some sort of resolution. Where is it going to end? Where is the conclusion of it? And so I bring that up. Something has to be resolved. Our president in America has said that what's going on there is unsustainable, and he is right in that case. The thing is, what are you going to do about it? That is the unanswered question. What is going to be done? Who's going to do it? And that is what we have to hope, that somebody has cooler heads, that they can prevail, and that something can be worked out, so that both of those sides, both those people, can live together in peace, that they can prosper together in peace. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. As we watched and watched the rockets' red glare, we saw the bombs bursting in air. It proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? The land of the free and the home of the brave. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.